Rongmei community of Peren district in Nagaland are custodians of a unique indigenous practice of soil testing. Earlier, shifting or jhum cultivation was very productive, but today it is no longer so due to shorter fallow cycle resulting in decrease in the soil fertility. The soil testing is an indigenous method practiced since ages by the Rongmeis. This method helps to identify the soil type for different crops by its taste.
Agriculture has been our main occupation since ages. Our forefathers told us that black soil, sandy soil and red soil are always fertile, and accordingly we cultivate. In order to determine fertility of the soil, we taste it and then cultivate.
We are inspired by our fellow farmers who have revived our forefathers' cultivation practices. The yield in our farm has also increased after we adopted this practice.
The topsoil is best for cultivation because its smell and taste is pleasant. The soil could have different taste. We have been told that black bitter soil is good for paddy. King chili is best grown in brown soil that tastes sour.
In this age of modern technologies, the value of indigenous knowledge, especially that of soil testing, is almost forgotten. Through Farm Northeast Project intervention, farmers are trying to revive this practice and conserve it for the future generations.
In one occasion, the farmers shared about this indigenous soil testing. We encourage the farmers to revive and to take up this indigenous soil testing, so that this practice doesn't go undocumented and forgotten.
For people in Machi village of Chandel district in Manipur, predicting a good harvest is both intuitive and scientific. Balla is a customary ritual before sowing or planting any crops in the June fields. The ritual performed by clan leaders, especially the Medarshan clan of the Maring tribe, is shrouded in mystery, where the results indicate pests or disease on the crops, drought or flood, or a good harvest.
Balla is an age-old practice of our community. In order to get good harvest, after performing Balla, we don't eat any non-vegetarian food.
In the last decade or so, Manipur state has seen a lot of development taking place. These changes have resulted in loss of many traditional practices of the communities.
We are not against development happening around, but we also believe that we need to keep our values and traditional practices intact.
The implementation of Farm Northeast, supported by Caritas India, has enabled us to identify some of the unique practices of the communities. such as this bala. In one of the meetings with the farmers club in Machi village, we have tried to motivate the farmers, the communities to revive these practices which is unique to the community.
Thanks to Farm Notice for helping us in reviving this age-old practice.
In this age of technology, where many are foregoing their traditional ingenuity, it is encouraging to see the youths of Machi village going back to their roots with motivation from the Farm Northeast team. Sien, a nondescript village in West Khasi Hills district of Meghalaya. With changes in socio-cultural order, the people of this village had lost much of their faith in Dorbar Shnong, the traditional institution of governance in Meghalaya, and had become totally dependent on the government for their own development. But then, the revival of the Dorbar Shnong through the village's farmers' club brought about the much-needed interest and responsibility among the people.
There were several roles and responsibilities of Dorbar Shnong, and earlier we used to have a meeting once in a year. The Dorbar Shnong played a key role in resolving conflicts and ensuring overall development of the village. The Dorbar Shnong for some time faced problem in maintaining order and defining its role because the inhabitants started defying it. In 2013, Farm Northeast intervened to revive Dorbar Shnong and convinced people to work together.
When we started to intervene, what we found is that the Darbar is not working properly. Slowly, we tried to make them understand that if at all we have to grow, we have to work together. We have to work as a team. So the people began to come together and discuss things concerning that village.
Lots of awareness programs, training, etc. were done by NSSS under Farm Northeast in the village for the welfare of the people. Within a year after intervention, the Dorbar Shnong regained its lost glory and people also understood the importance of working together.
People, through this concept of PLD, they have moved forward on their own. We are only facilitating them. They are the people identify issue, do the planning, take their own decision, and do the implementation and of course monitoring.
Strengthening the backbone of governance in the village has brought about far-reaching impacts. Not only have the people taken responsibility of the environment by preserving the sacred groves and planting trees, but have also started growing their own food for self-reliance.
tang kinong bela ngi imbai ngi tang kapuling kha ngi phong da I chan ser de wat la ngi shong hala ing tre ngim yu don jing kuslai men sim ka suken chai Varashin si bertekim yoi Vashai shalut ki klur namingim Kat pa jing dum chong kamit ka nong sen nya Kat pa krik krik pa ngiyai thapa